What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to What is Up with Mental Health and Everything Else. And of course, tonight I am your host, Latavia Balmer, and I am here with personal counselor Brandon Sherd.
That's
And
me.
we are going to introduce you to a wonderful topic because it is Valentine's
Oh
season.
boy.
So happy Valentine's! And let's get into it. What is love? So for me,
Please start because I don't even want to talk about it.
for me, love is kind. Love
Yes.
is genuine. Love is soft. And sometimes love is hard or tough. But ultimately, love is safety. So if you have felt all of those things when you're around someone, then yes, you are loved. So, Brandon,
What is love? What
what
is
is
love?
love?
You know what? Of course, love is a lot of different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Love is an expression
Mm-hmm.
that can be shared in a lot of different contexts.
Right.
Like you can have love for your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You can have love for a certain your dog, your favorite animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the romantic love,
Yes.
with a partner, husband and wife, whatever you're down for. And then you have love towards parents, So my point is, love is
Yeah.
an expression, a feeling that, depending on the context,
Mm-hmm.
can change, but it's like a feeling, right?
Yeah.
It is still a feeling, if you will.
Yeah. You know what I say when I'm thinking about love? I think love is like brown sugar, you know? Like it's warm, it's sweet.
Mhm.
It's just embracing, you know? And it
Yeah.
feels like home. It's luxurious,
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
describe love, and that's how I see black love. Maybe
Mm.
that's what I'm describing pretty much. It's black love. It's home. It's there. It's warm. It's like
Latavia, are you in love?
I'm not in with myself. Absolutely with myself, with
Hey,
my
oh my
craft,
God, self
with
love. Let's talk
everything.
about it.
But I have been in love.
Yeah.
Yes, I have been in love, and I loved.
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
it comes from a really experimental space. This topic. I know
Hmm.
that I'm loved. I like to believe that I'm loved. I'm loved by my family, my friends, my mentors, my God. You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm loved by my dog.
What helps you to know that you are loved? Like,
Um,
what makes it make sense for you?
okay. Now we're talking about love languages.
Yeah, right. We have to. We have
We're
to cover
talking
them.
about love languages. Ah,
You want to give a quick rundown of what love languages are?
oh
Like,
yes, you
yeah,
have you have the quality time. You have
yes,
physical touch.
yep.
You have words of affirmation.
Hmm.
You have acts of service.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's love languages are pretty broad, but those are the ones that I'm familiar with.
There is another one: physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, and oh my God, what's the last one?
Gifts,
Yes. Oh my God.
gifts.
I don't know
Oh, are you
why.
one of those crazy?
Listen, that's why I don't remember it because I'm always giving the gifts.
Huh? You know what's crazy? I remember taking a thing, and it was like, "Oh, your number one love language is gifts." I'm like, "Yeah, I already know that. I'm spoiled, duh." But then I'm like, as I'm going, progressing in
Yeah.
my life, I realize all of them are my love languages.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
love affirmations. I
Yeah.
love quality time. I love physical touch. Physical touch and quality time is my favorite. Like they're my top two. So even that quiz was like, oh, it's gifts. No, because yeah, you could think about somebody and gift them stuff, but
Yeah.
like, can you be around somebody for a certain amount of time and not get annoyed? Do you feel comfortable enough to lay your head on my shoulder, my chest, Do you feel comfortable doing these things with me? You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
just do you feel comfortable running errands or just sitting across the table from me while I'm
Yeah,
doing my homework and
it's
I'm
all
listening
those
to you speak?
expressions of
Yes,
the five languages.
absolutely.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
those are my reassurances of how I know that I'm loved. Because even when I'm moody, people just want to be around me and make sure I'm okay. That's
Hmm.
love. Because when I'm around somebody and I'm like, okay, you cool, but you moody, I don't want to be around you. That's
Yeah,
because I don't really have that feeling towards of love towards you. I'm
I
just
see.
tolerating you.
Hmm. Hmm.
So if you could, sit here and be in my space while I'm annoying, I'm moody, I'm bratty, you love me.
Yeah, they're willing to go through the hardships.
Yes.
Or, you know, if you were to tell me you have the perfect relationship, then we never argue, we never fight, I ain't gonna believe that
No, because that's not
because
love.
that's not. I mean, you can definitely have long periods of time
Hmm.
of peace, if you will,
Yes.
peace and just pure love. But I've seen where love is going to require you to be challenged
Yup.
in a good way. That's the thing, in a good way.
Yes.
Um, Outside of the context of toxic love, which we'll get to.
Yup.
Um, but love is there to inspire,
Yeah.
to elevate you.
Yes. Protect you.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm. Love is there to, it's partnership,
Yeah.
it's companionship.
Yup.
It's Oh, I'm catching it. I'm catching it
It's
now.
like a warm blanket. Oh my
Mm,
god, you know
mhm.
those winter blankets that your grandma used to have and they had some type of animal up
Oh
there?
yeah, yeah,
Them
yeah, yeah,
thick,
yeah.
thick blankets. That's
Yes.
what love is to me. Oh my god.
Oh man, some people be like, oh, it's a comfortable feeling. It's a
Yes.
comfortable feeling. It's warmth. It's you know, for me, like how I know someone is on my mental as far as like love goes.
Mhm.
I'm always thinking about them. Like always thinking about it, or them rather. Um, what are they up to?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be at work and I just I can't wait to go home and to be around this person. Like,
Mhm.
that's how I know oh, something shifted.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes when I get that feeling, I just be like, here we go again.
Here
Like,
we go.
here we go again. Like,
Yeah.
one thing about me is like, I love so hard
Mm,
and I'm a hopeless romantic,
yeah.
which I believe that doesn't make any sense because romance should be hopeful, So I like to say I'm a hopeful romantic
Mm, mm,
because I love to give, but I also love to receive. But
mm,
to make
mm.
somebody else day make somebody else day. If they having a bad day and I come and have that ability to make them smile, that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Absolutely. I always gotta throw one psychological theory out there.
What's
Always got to.
this?
Just to break it down as far as what psychology. There's a lot of theories about love and
Mm-hmm.
what it creates, but I remember learning about one particular model of love that it sticks with me, and they say that there's some evidence for it. I believe the researcher's name was Steinberg, and his triangular theory of love, right? Which you may have heard that. Psych majors out there, y'all probably
I
heard
think I
this.
heard about it.
It's a simple model, but I think it encapsulates the whole version of love. And basically, it's love is made out of three parts. You have intimacy,
Mm-hmm.
passion,
Mm.
and commitment.
Yep.
Right? Right?
Absolutely.
You have all three of those parts. You have consummate love. If I'm
Mm.
saying, yeah, yeah. And what are those three components? Like intimacy is your partner, and this is romantic love that I'm speaking of. Your partner, you guys click. You guys understand one another. You know your triggers. You know how to soothe one another. You guys can talk about anything. There's an openness. Like I feel like you just get it. You get me. We can talk. Like that's intimacy and the level of it. Okay. Think of it on a scale. Then you got passion, and you know what passion is.
Yeah,
I know my fellas
passion.
out there know what that is. Do you like the person though? Like, is that person
Mhm.
attractive to you? Like, is the physical aspects of the relationship where you're both satisfied with it? Because it's important.
Mm.
It's important. Listen, this is psychology saying that. I'm just reporting the, reporting the theory.
Yeah.
Um, but there's an understanding of that, and then there's commitment.
Mm.
Like, can you be monogamous, or at least whatever ideal of the relationship that you and your partner and our partners share? I be
To
open
each his
minded
own.
here.
To each his own.
But whatever is agreed upon,
Hmm.
can you keep that?
Okay.
As in, it's, we're monogamous, so no side chicks. Or we not going there today. We talk about love. We keeping it
To
positive.
each his own. Yeah, we keeping it positive today. No negatives in love because love shouldn't be negative.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But
And well, again with the theory too, like the three make up love. If
mhm.
there's only two, there's versions and the things to be said about what that is. Like if you only have commitment but you're lacking the other two, some people say that's empty love. Where that could be that could be like the old married couple that got deep dark secrets that they don't share with one another, but they're just stuck with one
Mm,
another because there's investments involved.
now I feel like my debatable spirit has been awoken because now I want to debate
All right. Oh,
about
she wanted to debate
this.
y'all. Go
You
ahead. Let's go.
like okay. There's no way you can tell somebody that you love someone, but you lack intimacy for that with that person.
You know what? You'd be surprised.
Like that's you don't love them. You love what they have given you.
Hmm.
You love the life that you guys build due to your commitment to each other, but you don't love that person.
Hmm.
And as you said, it is an empty love because you love the characteristics,
Hmm.
not the person.
You may not. You may not even know the person, or you know, there's some. You talk about love and the priorities across genders.
Mm.
That's a conversation right there. Like,
Yep.
um, I mean, it, it's not uncommon
Hmm.
for men to put a high priority and maybe the passion part.
Hmm.
Like we're very visual people,
Yeah.
right? And like not trying to overly simplify it,
Hmm.
but a man might be attracted to that first
Mm.
and get to know the intimacy part later. Or it may not even matter in the same level that perhaps a woman
Hmm.
wants it to matter or needs it to matter.
Okay.
Um, that's at first, but ultimately, a husband and a wife ought to know one another. They get to know one another. The
Absolutely.
challenges make it so.
Yeah. And the funny thing about intimacy, it doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be with
Mm.
friends, it could be with
Yes. Oh
family.
yeah. Yep.
Intimacy is like very broad,
Yeah. Hmm.
reading a book while somebody's knitting. That's intimate right there.
Absolutely.
Y'all sharing moments together, y'all sharing
Hmm.
time together, y'all most comfortable selves with each other, and that's what intimacy is mostly about.
Right.
Being comfortable with your partner or your friend or whoever you decide to live your life with. So I just
Hmm.
wanted to get that out there. But
It's just clear in the air,
yeah, just
I
clean the
mean,
air.
unless you really want to have some debates, like.
No, I just wanted to say like there's no way you say, oh yeah, I love my girl, but you're not intimate with your girl. You just committed to her. And that's okay. Sometimes a lot of people lack commitment issues,
Mhm.
and that's the thing. If you have the passion and you have the intimacy, but you can't commit to her, how can you say you love her? Like it's like a balance with all these things. You
Yeah,
cannot love
yeah.
somebody if you're lacking one thing. And that's what I
Hmm.
always say. You cannot have a relationship if you lack in one value because that's not a full
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, like in my personal like approach to it,
Hmm.
uh, the my significant other, I'm always looking at these three
Mm-hmm.
because all three are important.
Yep.
Like, and there might be more added because when you then you mix the theory with love languages and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot, more theories get involved. But the most encompassing one has been the one I just explained about, the triangle.
Yeah.
And like, if one of them, I think it goes in this priority for me. Like, I mean, intimacy and commitment are probably like
There.
tied for
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
because if I don't get a sense that you like see me, know me, like value, respect,
Mhm.
we not on the same page,
Exactly.
you can get stuck. Like, I'm
Exactly.
sorry, you can go.
Exactly.
I like we not doing that. And my number one rule is if you ever cheat, you're done.
You're done.
You're done. You're like,
You're
heck,
done.
if you even think like, if you even get like texting, flirting,
Yeah.
you're treading water right there.
Because at this point, the trust is scarred. Once
Yep.
I no longer trust you,
forget it.
there's nothing you can ever do or say that's gonna make me be like, okay, no, you betrayed my
Same.
trust, and that's one of my values in a relationship. No, because
Mhm.
if we lacking trust, I know for a fact you did it once, you could do it again.
Hey, listen, I mean, they say communication is key, and we can communicate, but like, if that imprint is now there on the relationship,
It's like a
it's
stain.
hard. Yeah,
Yes.
broken glass.
Can't get it out.
It's, I would have much preferred you not to do it in the first place.
Yep. And if you feel
Just
like
saying.
you felt like you had a reason to do something, please break up with me. I'm gonna be okay in the end. Because now I don't feel betrayed. I just felt like you moved on. That's okay because life goes on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be good in the end of the day. I gave you my heart, I gave you my trust, and you decide to spit on it. That's disrespectful. If we don't have trust, we don't have respect. Point blank, period.
And we definitely don't have no love.
Hello. Because
now, I tell you this, there's another. I'm going to mention it. I can't necessarily explain it because it's a very deep like theory, if you will. But there's attachments.
Ooh.
There's attachment.
I know all about attachments. Sometimes you think it's love, but you're like, no, you're attached because of trauma.
You're trauma.
Exactly. It's not love, baby girl.
It's anybody interested. Like, you want to learn about bonding and the love you might have for people, or like for like whether it be romantic love or mother and father relationships. Just look up attachment theory. I kid you not. It'll reframe the way you think about stuff, and a lot of how we go about choosing like significant others, and even how we express ourselves in close bonds can go back to our attachment style. Just Google it. I don't want to get it wrong, and that's why I'm not going to say it now. But for real, Google it.
Once you Google them attachment styles, all that relationship you got right now, you probably gonna look at it like, all them breaks you had endured. You're gonna look at it like, You see, your type. Your type. You're gonna look at it like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some attachment styles. Oh.
Just saying. I'm just saying. Look into it. Look into it. But that's the psychological part about love. I always got a theory for y'all.
Yeah.
But in like the actual experience of it, man, like the best of the times and the worst of times, like that's like love a little bit. Like, let the good, as I always say, let the good outweigh the bad.
Always.
And from, like, at least for me personally, like forward movement in a relationship, we can be content. Don't get me wrong. I love content. Quality time with contentment.
Yes.
Do that all day long.
Yeah, you're making me miss it right now. The only thing on my mind is like, am I gonna spend time with somebody?
Yes. And then like you guys get on the same page about what it is that you want to
Yes.
accomplish, like life goals, life missions. Are they willing to be there to support you? Are you willing to be there to support them? It's
That
give and
too.
take. And it's not always
Yes.
50-50. Like sometimes, you gotta, a person may have to give more for a good reason. Let it be for, it
Mm.
depends. I mean, it depends.
See,
It
now
depends.
debatable spirit,
Listen, if I'm saying it can be hard to keep a balance of 50-50.
Mm.
Um, and if it is off balance, then let the reason for it be good. Now, if it's just because a person's lazy or they just got it like that,
Oh no.
then no,
Oh
that's not what I'm
no.
talking about. But like,
Oh no. Throw it away.
but like what I'm saying, let's say if a you know husband and wife, or yeah, let's say husband and wife, or even boyfriend and girlfriend,
Mhm.
girlfriend wife gets pregnant,
Okay.
right? And there is before pregnancy, able to work,
Mhm.
was working,
Mhm.
they were doing the 50-50 thing, right?
Yeah.
Gets pregnant and has things have just gotten a lot more difficult in like
Mhm.
the prenatal care. I don't know what y'all women go through, but sorry.
The audacity! The audacity! What?
No. What I'm saying is like uh, first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. It starts off difficult in the first trimester where it's just like these adjustments it's hard to work through, and you want to take time off. You want to go part time at your job,
Mhm.
which then could make a financial strain
Mhm.
to the system that we had that was 50-50.
Okay.
And then it might feel like the man has to step it up a little bit.
Mm.
But but let that be okay. That's for a good reason. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Um like don't let it be because if the arrangement was like we gonna do this 50-50, then all of a sudden it's like I just don't want to work no more.
Hmm. Y'all don't worry, I'm gonna eat them up. So I wanna take a moment to tackle this 50-50
Yeah,
motion
yeah.
notion. There's no way you could be in a relationship only giving half of yourself.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If you choose to be with a person, both of you guys should be giving 100% effort, a
Oh
hundred
boy.
percent
Yeah,
commitment,
yeah.
a
Okay,
hundred
okay.
percent love, 100% care. Every single thing should be 100% because that is your partner and you chose them. Nothing should be halfway because you're tricking yourself out of real love and you're wasting your time in the process. So, if you're gonna say you love somebody, love them 100%. Be there 100%. Not, oh, today I want to be 25% just because I don't feel like it. Oh, today I just want to sit back and let you do the whole 9,000. No, because if you think about it, you're giving up on yourself
Hmm.
because this person now is a part of you. And if you can't pour into your other half,
Hmm.
you can't pour into yourself.
I feel you with that. I do
100%.
feel you with that.
Everything.
I feel you with that.
Everything.
So help me God.
And because I believe that so much, your girl is single because of that. So let me ask you, Brandon.
All right, go ahead.
How can love take a strain on mental health?
Hmm. Oh, okay. How can love take a strain on mental health? I think sometimes in the hopes of love, we get involved in unhealthy relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And the patterns are quite clear about what is an unhealthy relationship. One being it's significantly impacting your mental health,
Yeah, love
right?
shouldn't hurt. Love should not hurt.
But what does that mean specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're isolated more.
Yep.
Um, you're genuinely just like not feelings of joy, happiness, um, elation not there often.
Yep.
Instead, you are sad, or there's apathy involved, lack of motivation. Haven't felt like yourself in a minute. I tell you this, I'll be real clear about this one. If there's ever any physical violence involved, stop it.
Yup.
That's not love. That's never love.
Nope.
That
Love
is
should not
control.
hurt.
That is manipulation.
Yup.
That's not love.
Nope.
There's a lot of numbers out there that you can call to, if you need to get yourself out of a harmful relationship, please do so, because that's not love. That's more control. There's a big difference.
And if they ever say, I'm doing this because I love you, please. Please.
Don't do it. I don't do it. It's not.
And if they ever start to throw things in your face, like, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have this if this wasn't for me. That is not love. If
Yeah.
they constantly put you down to make themselves feel better, that is not love. They are projecting their own insecurities and their own broken hearts and open wounds onto you because they are not healthy in themselves. So please, if you do, or if you are struggling with this, please reach out, talk to people.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of people out there who don't know who to turn to. And I'm not going to lie, I was one of them at a very, very young age. So I pray for my women out there that's going through that, and also my men, because you guys get overlooked a lot in domestic violence relationships. But the idea of love behind it, love is warm, love is safety, love is kind, love is genuine. Love should never, ever, ever hurt. And it should never make you feel alone. Ever.
I'll amen to that. That's not love. That's domestic abuse. That's unhealthy relationships. That's toxic at its finest.
Very toxic. And it's hard to get out of toxic relationships or toxic situationships, because as much as you pulling to get away, they yanking, they yanking you. And it's hard to escape. It is, especially if they got your mental on the lock. Emotional abuse is the worst abuse. Okay? And also mental. And and
It just
physical
it
too.
like it stops you from seeing the picture clear as day.
Uh-huh.
And then your thoughts, your minds, your emotions, they like go in circles daily. And it's been so long in that realm where it's like you don't even recognize who you are anymore. So
I'm sorry, y'all. We said love won't be negative. We won't be negative. Oh
You know-
my
you know- you know,
God.
I-
But we had to talk about the mental health aspect
yeah, of course,
love.
of course, of course.
Oh,
I'm
listen.
just saying, if any of this is like hitting, like,
We got dark a little bit.
well, there's every good, there's
Yeah,
bad.
good and bad
And that's what we
everything.
do here. We talk
Yeah.
about the good and the bad. But we want to
Absolutely.
point out, what negative and unhealthy relationships look like. So if any of that, felt something there, like, just give it some thought, because a healthy relationship, it's so much brighter. It's health, like, it's healthy.
Yes, it's healthy.
You can smile, you can be happy. Everything is clear. You don't have to second guess. You don't have to like, you don't have to really take too much consideration as far as like what move to make, because whichever one is going to be, it's going to be all right. There's
Exactly.
love that balances it.
And that love supports you.
That's right. There you go.
And sometimes that love will be mad at you, but it won't hurt you.
Yes.
It won't demean you.
There's ways to, like, there's open communication.
Yeah.
You both will feel heard.
Y'all. It's a transparency.
That's right. That's right. And the openness, and you
Yeah.
get to listen, and you feel better
Yeah.
afterwards. Like let the worst be in a healthy relationship. Like we just need some time to process.
Ooh, excuse me for a minute. This is very, very heavy. I need a minute. I need a minute.
Okay, but let that be the case. Um, Unhealthy relationships, it's never worth it. Yes,
And of course, we are back with what is up with mental health and everything else. And we're going to continue on with this
that's
conversation
right. That's
because
right.
we're not done.
You see the power of relationships, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Influence, bro.
ah,
Influence.
relationships are everything. But the floor is yours by
Yeah.
all means.
We got a little dark on you guys. I'm not gonna lie, we got a little dark, but here we are to lighten up the mood.
Yes, we gotta bring it back. It is
Yeah.
Valentine's Day,
Yes,
right?
Valentine's season,
Yes,
if
yes.
you will. And Tuesday is Valentine's Day. So if you don't have a date, I encourage you to take yourself out because what is the best love? Self love. They can't
Mhm.
touch you if you're loving yourself, if you're confident in yourself, if you're doing it for yourself. Love on you, girl. Love on you, boo. Love on you.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Listen, I tell you, I don't know why I always want to. A bad relationship will teach you self love
I'm
right
telling you.
afterwards. I tell
I'm
you that
telling you.
because you know what, you will recognize what you will and will not tolerate
Yeah.
anymore. Once you been through the ringer and you bounce back, because you will bounce back.
Absolutely.
Um, don't ever let anything stop you. Don't ever let anything bring you back to a point where you're not happy with yourself, especially if it's because of a love situation. Don't do it.
Ooh.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
we get so caught up in the idea of love or are we worthy of love that sometimes we just forget that we exist.
Yes.
That
Yes.
we, deserve all the things that we want. And because we want them, we could give it to ourselves without
Mm-hmm.
waiting for somebody to
Mm-hmm.
bless us because we are already blessed.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
but it is great to know that you have someone in your circle who loves you or multiple people who show you love and that you are cared for. That is an amazing feeling. But how do you expect someone else to love you if you don't love yourself? Oh my God, I already
There you
span
go.
out the quotes. Oh, I already span out the quotes. And we ain't even wrap up the episode yet.
Right? Yes. 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 No, but hey, it's good. That's good because it's true. Like, um, a lot of people talk about, what is love? Is it you complete me, right? You hear that all the time. Or you're my other half.
Yeah.
You could be whole in yourself before you find a relationship.
Hello.
Okay.
You know?
And I like so that if you have completion within yourself, like you're good, like you're fine, you're happy, you're vibing, you're accomplishing your goals, you're thriving. Wouldn't you want that to be the case? And then you find and attract somebody who's doing the same thing for themselves, and then you guys are on the same page when you meet.
And y'all can grow together. Y'all can
Like
continue watering each other. Like, what?
that's the best kind of love.
Best kind of love there.
Then you don't have to deal with baggage.
Nope.
You don't have to heal wounds that wasn't your fault in the first place.
That's the one. That is the one. A lot of us feel like we can save someone
Mm,
else because of their wounds, but we forget that we also have wounds too.
yeah.
And I see that a lot in this generation,
Mm,
especially around my age. We want to give so much that we can bargain for, and then we don't know like what the next person has gone through and we barely address what we've gone through,
hmm
so we take on these baggages, we take on these obstacles like, okay, I got you, I've been through this, I know how to get you together.
hmm
Then the person start opening up and they start flowing and you just be like, you trigger so many things,
And
I don't know
yeah.
how to deal with you right now.
hmm
And
hmm
then now our mind is going crazy haywire, and because of that we already now hurt somebody else because we weren't healed and we wanted to be Wonder Woman or
Mm-hmm.
Batman, if you will. We
Mm-hmm.
want to pretend like we're God or some sense.
Yeah.
And we're hurting ourselves in the process along with the next person.
A lot of times too, it's like it's not. It's just not your battle
Yeah,
personally,
no, don't take on something that's not for you, because what is for you will be for you. Oh God, here she
right?
go again with the quotes. Here she go again with the quotes.
Ah man, yeah. It's you know there is helping,
Mm,
right? My field as a mental health professional.
mhm.
What I help. That's what I do. Um, and that's like it's a profession in itself. But one of the main rules that in one of our ethics is we can't counsel those close to us. It it just doesn't work out
We
that
have
way.
so much emotion.
Attachment,
Yeah. And
emotion.
then we start to counsel our biases towards
Yes,
them
yes,
and how we
yes.
look at them. And then once we, see or hear the things that they're going through, we can't let go of the vision we have of them.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? All I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
let's get out of this. Pull me back
Oh,
up.
right, right.
Pull me back
Pull me
up.
back up. Pull me back up.
Because this is a positive episode. And although we do both positive and negative, and this is that type of topic where you have to get into the nitty gritty, you
Oh
gotta
yeah, we
go
got to give
deep.
the perspective,
You gotta
good
go
and
deep.
bad, and then we go back to
You
good.
gotta go deep. We just gonna keep love soft. We gonna keep love warm.
I know you got some quotes, so come
We
on, give
gonna
it to
keep
us.
love great, bro. So before I end this podcast, you know, I want to, but I don't want to.
And I like this topic. Now you got me going.
Yeah, I feel like I could stay for another 20. I could stay for another 20. But that's not, we don't have time for that. Now I want to talk a little bit about passion, just a little bit, you know,
Sure.
like all the things that I love because I'm passionate about it. My podcast,
Mm-hmm.
um, my education, you know,
Mm-hmm.
my friends,
Mm-hmm.
just being there for people who can't be there for themselves. I'm always advocate. I love my advocacy. I'm always going to be there for those who feel like their voice aren't heard enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there for you because I
Yeah.
love it. I love
And
you. You
that's that.
deserve
Mm-hmm.
that love. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
uplift you. I'm gonna motivate you, and I'm gonna get you together. Okay? But
Yeah. Love for a career and
mhm,
for your mission, your purpose,
yes,
your how you make your money, if you will.
yeah,
That's another kind. I didn't even say that in the beginning.
mm,
I was putting it towards people, but like there is love that you have towards what you do and what you live for, if you will. And I mean, I can tell you, I love this. I love this position. I love this job.
as you should.
Um, there's been another job. There's been plenty of jobs that I didn't like. But after going to school and landing here as a mental health program specialist, I can truly say like I really love this job,
That is amazing. Because a lot of
and
people,
it's so fulfilling.
that is good. See, you
There's,
love it and
there's,
it's
it's so
fulfilling.
fulfilling,
Yes.
and you guys will see. You get your degrees, you get that job that you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It takes forever, but it's worth it. It is worth it.
But hey, if you're passionate about it, you're gonna love
Yes,
the journey.
that's right.
You're gonna
That's right.
love that journey.
Hmm.
This was a great topic, I feel like this is a good episode, Got a little deep in my emotion. But I'll be
That's
alright.
what love does. I mean,
That's what love
love
does.
is. You want me to quote Corinthians real quick? Like,
Do you?
no,
Do you
no.
will.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Love is patient. Love is kind. And
Oh
such
my
and
god.
such and such.
Y'all, because love
Uh,
is patient.
it is. It is.
And it's most definitely kind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Once we in this life, I'ma go out and I'ma show the people in my life the kindness of love that I can show. Because I feel motivated enough to make somebody's night tonight. you know.
Amen to that.
I'm going to tell them how amazing they are, how I'm just blessed
Mm-hmm.
to see them every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spread that love because I know that I have it inside of me.
Yes.
I am willing
Yes.
to love. I am worthy to be loved. So,
Mm-hmm.
because I love myself that much, I'm going to share it.
Yeah. Love is wonderful to share.
Yup.
It's wonderful.
Yup. Yeah.
It here and don't let a bad circumstance turn you away from love either.
Nope, nope, nope.
Heal, definitely heal if necessary. But we love is how we connect.
Yes.
Love helps us to do the things that we do magnificently, if you will.
Everybody deserves love.
Like if don't turn that part off.
Don't please. Oh, I'm glad you said that.
You know, I always got something
For
for you.
Gen Z, please do not turn off love. I know you don't want to be hurt. I know it. I know it. I know it.
I know.
But that is life. You can't. Please don't turn off love. Please, 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 because you need it and the next person need it. Please remember, if you know how you can, that you are willing to love and that you have so much to give, please give it, because you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So sow love.
Yeah. And it come back to you.
Yeah.
You reap what you sow, you get what you give.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Treat people how you would like to be treated. We just coming in with quotes.
I know.
Quote.
They gonna be like, all right, y'all.
Like what? Like
we get it.
Do I even need my quote to end the podcast? We is quotey.
Quote.
We is really quotey today.
No, but that's love. I mean, it's poetic. It's
heavy on the poetic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know how many poems I wrote because I was. I don't want to say I was in love. I was infatuated, but that little bit of infatuation that can mimic love, and you could express that much, to have the full thing, it's powerful.
Hey, I mean, I think the stage of infatuation is either you have like heavy intimacy with a person or you have that heavy passion with a person, but just that one aspect. So it's an interesting word that you use. That's all.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it could turn into it though. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh, big time.
Love,
yes.
love, bro. Love. And if you
reminds me of the SZA song.
And I'm happy and I'm proud of all the people who are actively still in love with their partner.
And yes.
Those who express their love for everything in their life, who aren't afraid to love, because some people are afraid to love. And if you are doing it with no worry, I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep it going. Yes.
Hey,
I feel like
I'm all for it.
Whoever came up with Valentine's Day, they was onto something. They was onto something.
I'm happy for it. I am happy for it because it gives people a reason to try love.
Yes.
It gives people a reason. You know, if they're in that right state of mind, if they're open and ready for it, then the day is coming.
Yeah.
And I wish you all good luck with it.
Yeah. And love don't even have to just be for a person. Love could be for the sun, the moon, the stars. I'm an astrology person, so of course, you know. It could be for books. It could be for anything. And if you are willing to show that love, then you are great. You're on the right path to this life and human connection.
It's great energy.
Yes, it's immaculate energy. Yes.
It could be the things that can be generated from a place of love. I mean, you're basically unstoppable.
I'm saying no.
That's it. I'm into it.
No.
I'm into that. Listen, love is like one of the greatest life force. That's why I say, like, try not to turn yourself off from it.
Yeah, no.
I know pain and hardship will make you like not want to try. It's protection. I get it. But there's more. to the experience of life than just
I feel like you
being
can't
protected
really
and not trying.
experience life without love. You can't have the full life experience without being loved
It
or
would be so dull.
yeah, or giving love. Like it's really a warm thing to have, you
Yeah.
know. I'm over here geeked, smiling, cause I'm
I think
reminiscing.
she in love, y'all.
You know, I was in love. I was in love.
Mm.
You know, with other people. I'm still in love with myself, of course. I'm in love with everything that I produce. I'm just in love with who I am and what I'm capable of. But if I'm being honest, I might be close to falling in love with something. As I'm all geeked because I'm just remembering how comforting
Mm.
and safe safe it is. You know,
Mhm, mhm.
I always say love is security because it is. Look,
Healthy love is.
healthy love.
Hmm.
Look at Sam Smith just singing his heart out.
You can sing
Yeah,
you a good love song now.
yeah, yeah. You know, I would love to sit here and talk about all the love experiences I have, all the love experience I've gave, received, was stolen from me. I would
Yeah.
love to sit here and talk to you guys about this topic because I think I like it. I like
Maybe
it.
we'll do a part two.
We might have to.
I think I'm feeling a part two for
I'm
this.
feeling a part two because there's so much darkness in the world that we just need to give that light, be
I
that
agree.
that beacon of hope and joy, because that's what love is.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You gonna let Sam Smith take us back?
No, Sam
No.
Smith about to be cut off because Sam Smith about to get me and my
Right, right,
feelings.
right. Oh boy.
Ah,
So,
but
is there a quote? Is there a quote you want to end us
you
on, or have we
know,
done enough?
you know, there's a quote. There's always a
Let's do this quote.
quote. So as we end tonight's episode, this quote, of course, is very much simple but heartful. Be the reason someone feels welcome, seen, heard, valued, loved, and supported. And if you can't be the reason for someone, be the reason for yourself. And with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope Tuesday is the best for y'all. You
Mm.
feel me? Have fun and much love.
Much love.
Good night.
Good night.